All right, we are back. After last week with Eric, right? I finally went back and got back the original Caucasian that have been with me.
Yeah,
Last
that
week was
hurt.
just
That
because
actually kind of hurts. Yeah, that hurts a little bit.
it hurts a little bit, huh? Because
It hurts a lot,
I
actually.
talked to Eric. Hey, you know what? We get, and by we I mean like minorities get done like this all the time by I don't know white people.
How are you a minority? Aren't you Chinese?
I'm sorry, minority in this country.
Oh, okay, cool. That's what I
Yeah,
was saying. Well,
yeah.
that's why you get kicked to the side because you're a minority in
See,
this country.
exactly. See,
If it
um,
were in China, we wouldn't even get to be on. We would even get to be on TV.
I'm sorry that your feelings were a little hurt because you were replaced 1 week.
Weak. I don't know. You're probably trying to replace me forever.
I don't know about that, but you know what? Eric was able to help out you so that way we could get caught up, and hopefully for this year, right, we won't miss a week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, actually, that wasn't my on me. That was on you.
that was on me.
So,
Yeah,
yes, that was on you. So I'm getting replaced because you could have a week.
that's right. Thank you so much.
That's just wrong.
All right, so this week we're doing Solo, a Star Wars story. So
Yeah,
so
by the
far we
way,
did.
we want you to know it's about Han Solo, just
Yes, it's about
FYI.
Han
Because a
Solo.
lot of people seem to miss this movie, so a lot of people probably like, huh.
See, that's the thing. I don't know why people miss this movie. I mean, like you and I can
I don't know
agree
why they
that
missed this movie.
it's not as good as Road One, right? I don't think
Yeah, it's not
e-
as good as Rogue One. But I
anything
mean,
ever will
well, let
be.
me put it this way. I mean, there's a lot of Star Wars fans, okay? There's tons of them.
Yep.
Where are we all? Are
I
y'all
don't
not really
know.
Star Wars? Are y'all not really Star Wars fans? Y'all a bunch of liars. I mean,
See, well, it depends, right? It depends. I guess where you get your information. Like, I'm a Star Wars fan. I
I
like
know,
this movie just fine.
but I'm talking about the audiences. You know, there's always like all this Star Wars fans. You see people lined up, but
What
where were they at when this solo come out?
What have you
Maybe
heard
they,
about this? Like, I'm gonna tell you the
I
truth.
never heard anything.
I
I
didn't
went and
see
saw it,
this in
and
the theater.
I went and saw. Well, I didn't see it at the theater either. I missed it,
I missed it too.
but I did get it on as soon as it came out. I went and bought it.
Oh, you did?
Oh yeah,
Also, you're trying to redeem
I wanted to
yourself.
see it. I wanted to see it.
Oh, okay. I wanted to see it too
Man, come on.
because
There's
it's
so
about
much
Han
crap at the
Solo.
theaters. There's so much crap at the theater. I want to see it. I miss because hey, I'm kind of remote.
I didn't do any research to see why this was of all the Star Wars
I
movies, it was
really
a bomb.
honestly think it. I think it has a lot to do with the bad publicity it got.
What
You know.
publicity? I don't remember because this was like
Oh well, they had
2018.
another set of direct. You didn't know they had other directors. They were making this movie, and they dismissed the first set two directors,
Oh, I don't
and they
remember
brought.
that.
Oh yeah, they brought it, and then they brought in Ron Howard, and then you got all these nerds online going, "Oh, this movie's gonna suck, man. This movie's gonna suck. It's gonna be so
Oh,
horrible because it's not the original vision." The thing is, it got slammed without anybody seeing it. Basically, I guess you could say it got Ben Affleck.
oh,
You know how remember because when Batman's coming out, oh, this is gonna be awful. Ben Affleck's gonna be awful Batman. He's gonna be horrible because
so
he was
it's
such
like
a horrible
Heath
director.
Ledger and the Joker.
And then he shows up and it's like, yay, he is awesome, dude. What is wrong with y'all? I mean,
So
people always do this.
so they didn't give it a chance before they could give it in a
Yeah, and that's
chance.
the sad thing. It was most of the people probably trashing it were so called Star Wars fans.
Yeah, it's Star Wars fan. It didn't live up to their
Yes, it's a lot. That's
expectation
the problem. Let me
before
put it
they
this
saw
way:
it.
it's Star Wars fans are what ruins a lot of the Star Wars movies.
True.
It's true
Yeah.
because they always saying what they want, what they need, what they gotta have. I'm like, you didn't
So
say that to George Lucas's face when he's showing you my stuff. Because like, remember the first three, the original, not
the
the original trilogy, it's the
oh, one,
second
two,
three
and
that he
three. Yeah,
made.
yeah.
Yeah, when he come out, they were horrible. I'm not gonna say they're horrible. Let's just finish what I'm saying.
Okay.
They were horrible. Okay, when they come out, oh, they're awful. They're awful. People love them now. You know,
Oh,
there's a whole
interesting.
generation of people that love them. They're as good as the originals.
You know what? I don't
So what's the
dislike
deal?
anything Star Wars. The
I
only
mean, I
thing
just
that
like I just like the new three, but like I said, give it time. It'll
yeah,
grow
give
on
it
me.
time. Yeah.
I mean, I love the Mandalorian to death, man. That's like, phew, that's awesome. Rogue One,
Rogue
you
One
can't
is
top
the
them.
best, and I was telling
One of
Eric
the best.
like he haven't seen all the series, right? But Andor is probably the best one. Like if I
It is well, if you'll sit there and watch it all the way through, yes, it would
yeah,
be one of the
Andor
best
is
ones.
probably one of the best
But it's
ones.
I think it depends on what the story you want, okay? Because everybody dresses like stormtroopers all the time. For Andor, you know, everybody does
Yeah.
stormtroopers. But if you watch Andor, you finally get who wants to dress like a stormtrooper?
Mm.
Empire is so nasty. It's like dressing like a Nazi.
So okay,
If I'm
so
pushing it, but that's what I'm saying.
I mean, without talking about the bad publicities and everything around this movie, like the director change and anything, all that, there are some elements that I did not like in this movie.
Okay.
I didn't like the droid, the relationship between her, like L-Sam-3 and Lando.
Well, that's because you've never been that lonely.
Because at the same time, I think that they could have done it without that relationship.
I probably could. Yeah,
I mean, like, it was still
the
a
droid
simple
was a
droid.
the droid was a little annoying. They took the droid a little too far.
Okay, so you agree with, like, you took a little bit too
Yeah,
far.
it was a little too far, but I kind of like the droid too. I like the design of the robot.
Oh, I did too.
And the stuff.
Intelligence and everything.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. They did have a really weird relationship, but I mean, in the droid's mind, the droid thought it was as good as anybody else.
Yes.
So
The like, rather than bio people, yes.
Yeah.
The bio form.
Yeah, the bio form folks. Okay, what was your other?
You know what? I think that was only it. I mean, like, I love everything else. I love Woody. I love when Woody Harrelson is in anything.
Oh, my favorite thing about it is how they try to fix the parsecs run.
Oh.
You know, you know why I like it, because, you know, I'm a Star Trek fan, okay?
Yeah, okay.
A parsecs is the distance.
A measurement of distance, okay?
And he's like, I did this. They always, because I had somebody who was a Star Trek fan, Star Wars fan come up to me. He gives me that line, it's Han Solo deal, and I looked at him for a little bit and go, you do know parsecs a measurement of distance, right? He's like, and not time. He looked at me for a little bit and he goes, you're a Star Trek fan, aren't you? And I go, no, I'm somebody that actually knows something about space.
No, I didn't know that. Parsecs is a measurement of not distance. Distance.
So it's like saying I did 100 feet in 20 feet.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's like he's did it in this much. I'm like, you could. It's like, oh, I did the quarter mile in a quarter mile. I'm like, well, yeah, it's distance. It's not time. It's not time.
No, yeah, I didn't know that. No.
Han Solo is always bragging about making it sound like he did a deal in a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
But the problem is he kept saying this many parsecs in this amount of time. I'm like, parsecs is a distance. You have to travel the full distance. Now they make it like, oh, it's a maze, and he did it in this many.
Hey,
when everybody else has to go this distance.
I just like that line when they did it in 12 parsec, and then Chewie's this, and they're like, hey, not if you round down.
Yeah, well, anyways.
Because he said, like, you could tell it's like, he said 13, not if you round down. I love it. I did like like, everything they show you in this movie, right, is exactly what I wanted to see in, like, hey, how did Han Solo meet Lando? How did Han Solo meet, Chewbacca? How did Han Solo get his name? Because I didn't even know.
That was very interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. That was very interesting.
From the Empire, because you just thought his name was Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, because you never thought about, like, some people are just given first names because where they came from. It's kind of like Aladdin, right? Aladdin didn't have a last name. It could be Aladdin Solo.
No, I'm sure Aladdin has a last name. No, but I couldn't pronounce it.
I mean, yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like, you never knew, but then, like, it worked for this movie for me because, like, hey, he wanted to be a pilot, but he didn't even care what he was signing up for, right? Yeah. He was signing up for the Imperial Forces.
No, he actually signed up for the Imperial Navy.
Yeah, Imperial Navy. Yeah, like
they cut the scene. It's a cut scene. Did you see the cut scene?
I did not see any cut scenes. So
tell me about. He actually made it to the Imperial Navy. He flew a TIE fighter.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
He could not follow orders. So in the next movie, he went to the army.
Oh, the ground thing. Oh.
Yeah. Or Marines or whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
When you say cutscenes, right? Did you watch it on digital or did you watch it on Blu-ray? Or
I had bought it on Blu-ray. So
so you watch all this stuff. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they didn't finish all of it, but you know, one of the cutscenes has the I don't know what they call it. It's an Imperial ship. It had the little dishes on it. It's a real long ship. I'm sure a Star Wars fan can enlighten me what it's called, like a destroyer or something, or a listening ship. Anyways, the ship does appear later on in the series. They actually use the ship in Andor.
Oh.
And Andor, remember I can't remember the character's name, but you know, he kind of uses his stealth space fighter, and he gets caught in this Imperial ship, catches him, and he sends all this crap flying into it and destroys all the dishes on it.
Oh, no, I don't remember that. Sorry.
Okay, well, crap.
Because I only watch it once. You know, I have to watch it several times to remember, like, you know, a lot of it.
Okay, well, Dr. Savick. We're going to go with Dr. Savick or whatever.
Oh, yes.
Savick
okay, yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
You know,
Dr.
he has that little spaceship in his flight because he's in Thor.
Oh,
anyways.
Yes.
And anyways, this Imperial ship catches him, puts him on the tractor beam, and there's a
Yeah.
ship that's got a dish on the very front of it and two dishes on the side.
Yeah.
That's actually originally made for Solo.
Oh, so I guess they didn't reuse it. It was what we originally meant, but
It's
just
supposed to be Meg, and then they went
get
ahead
it
and finished
done.
the ship out, and they put it in Andor.
Oh,
And I think it's appeared in some others.
Okay, I see.
Other things.
Oh,
Because I mean, it's part of the
wow.
Imperial Navy now.
You know a lot, because I guess you read all that stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm a nerd. So,
So to explain to me this, that I didn't understand, like Darth Maul was in the movie.
yes.
Or is it Darth Maul at that time? It's no longer Darth Maul, right? It's
Well,
not.
he's not a Darth anymore, but I guess they kept calling him Darth Maul. But yeah, he's the one that owns the. He's probably on Mandalore right now.
I was gonna say, did you think he's on Mandalore?
Yeah, this is the same time period.
Yeah, it's the same time because I was.
I don't
thinking,
know
like,
if he's on Mandalore. Yeah, because she's part of what was the group called?
Crimson something. Is it?
Yeah, Crimson, whatever.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter, but we know it is. It's sad we didn't do our homework. But oh well.
It's not
Crimson
the
Dawn.
Yeah,
Crimson Dawn.
It's not the homework. You just can't remember all these names because like we fill our head with so much useless information.
Well, it may be if we get like somehow get stuck in the Star Wars universe.
It's the group that Jarvis is running, okay?
Yeah, well, actually Jarvis ain't running. He's just a lieutenant too.
Oh.
Well, he's a boss. He's yeah.
He's the boss.
Darth Maul is Crimson Tide or Dawn. It's not Crimson Tide because that's Alabama's school. But anyways, that's something I shouldn't even know. But
okay.
Anyways, we're gonna say I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crap.
Take it back.
Okay. Anyways, that's always been his evil group because I mean he's the one that enlisted all the Mandalorians to help them run this group.
Yeah.
I mean I think they even used this name in one of the Star Trek cartoons.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the animation Star Trek. I mean Star Wars. What was it called?
The Clone Wars.
Yeah, the Clone Wars. I think it was called that in Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
But anyhow,
but I can't remember.
Anyhow, he has all these crime bosses work for him because it's like the Hutts.
Yes.
But anyways, he's got his people, and anyways, Jarvis.
Jarvis, yes.
That's like a word. It works for him. Well, you could also call it Russell Crowe's hallucination in one movie. But anyways, he controls it, and then he has Kira as his top lieutenant.
Yeah, lieutenant
is right under him, and apparently, I guess she knows who's running the whole show.
Yes.
But anyways, he trained her. Anyways, Jarvis trained her. What's his name? Delos or what was his name? What was his name in this movie?
Who? The girl?
Jarvis's.
Jarvis.
Kira. I'm not talking about Kira.
Kira. Like, shoot. Let's see. What is his name?
Man, how do we not know?
Dryden the Foss.
Dryden. Dryden.
Ross,
That's
yes.
what I. Anyways, Dryden is like the boss.
Yes.
One of the bosses. There's probably 100 bosses. Even Jabba the Hutt may be a boss, or he's trying to be a boss because we know Jabba the Hutt exists at this time too. Because Han Solo hasn't gone to mess up and get in trouble yet.
No, not yet. This 10 years before A New Hope. So.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you got to think there's a lot of people out there. I mean, the Mandalorians are out there. I mean, even matter of fact, he may escape from Mandalore. Who knows? What's his name? May already went through the whole Mandalorian problem and still alive. But since we're not going to get a sequel, Disney, which we should.
I wouldn't say sequel. You know what? I think it would have been better if they made this into a TV series. You don't think so? You just want to get, like,
I guess they go. Right? They go. I want to go ahead and get that story, and they don't even have to do another Solo.
Because you know what? Because they could have done Andor as a movie too. They didn't have to.
Well, they could.
Yeah.
Well, they could. But they could do Kira's story. They could just do all Kira's story because I want to know what happens to her. That's all I'm caring.
Oh, I do too.
Because that's the deal. And then I mean, they could do a Lando movie.
Yes.
And Lando could
how he becomes
cover. Well, it could cover the rest
City.
of what we. Yeah, we don't care about that.
Yeah,
I mean,
what would you?
But that's still a long ways.
What would you want to see in the Lando story?
I want to see the rest of whatever happens in the Solo story.
Okay.
I mean, he's going to be a character in the hunt. If they make a sequel to Solo,
I remember
he would be in it too. So what does it matter with who they pick?
I thought that the other thing that bothers me is his obsession with his capes.
No, that didn't bother me at all because I knew he was arrogant.
Yes.
Let's keep on going. The capes is funny.
The capes is funny, yeah. Like he's a lot of capes.
Yeah, he's got a lot of capes, and everybody's in there trying on his capes.
I did like one of the things when the conversation between Han and Lando when he said, "I hate you." I know.
Yeah, I know.
Like I know I caught that in the first time. Like I thought the movie was really good because it was really action packed.
Yeah, it was action packed.
Wait, the
I
way
did.
that
It
I was
does.
supposed to, because they smugglers or they steal stuff, which I
Yeah,
enjoy a lot. It's just
yeah.
basically it's a heist movie.
Well, it's heist after heist. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
it's a
big
heist
John
after
heist movie.
heist.
Yeah, it was a one big John heist, and we see a few other heists.
I mean, it's got the
So,
comedy thing when he holds that right. He's like,
but yeah, it does cover all the bases, early bases. But then it leaves us, like I said, it leaves us hanging. And then I guess, the thing is, they were going to make a sequel to this.
"Oh, did I see? I had no idea." Like, because
Well,
I
yeah,
thought one was
there's
good.
supposed to be another. There's going to be another one of these, and there's going to be a Boba Fett movie too.
Oh, but then didn't they just do the TV show instead, the Boba
Well,
Fett
yeah.
movie?
Well, that was supposed to be. There was supposed to be a whole bunch of Star Wars. It was supposed to be Boba Fett, the Star
Oh,
Wars
I remember,
story.
and then the Yoda one. Was
Yeah,
in
and the
that
thing
one.
is, when this movie bombed,
They didn't want to pursue those
they
anymore.
didn't
Yeah,
do
of
any of
course.
that. Now they're finally starting to pick up TV series because TV series very better, and that we
Yes.
may get TV series of
Instead,
all
yeah,
the rest of this eventually. And they
because
better get on it because I'm waiting.
like, well, not only this, right? Because a TV series, like they decided to make an Ahsoka TV series, so I want to see that. And they did
Yeah,
Obi-Wan, and I thought
but
those
I'm
were
good with
pretty
the
good.
movie. I'm good with the movie though too
I'm good with this movie.
because a lot of the Disney TV shows, which I like them, they're good. But the problem is they may give you 5 episodes, or let's say they give you 6 episodes. 3 episodes are going to be almost go
Set up.
nowhere,
Yeah.
and then the three is like, oh, finally I'm getting
Well, you know
somewhere.
what? But so far, it's just like Obi-Wan and Andor is like that though. And
Oh,
you
they're
know
so
what?
slow
And we
though.
didn't even know that Andor is going to have like 12 episodes.
Yeah,
They don't
well,
announce like, hey, this
I thought they
whatever.
said they was gonna have 12, but then you're
Oh, I
like,
didn't know.
no,
I thought it was
you're watching the
9.
last one. I was like, man, if I watch the last episode, then this show sucks.
Well, you know what? Because that's why there's a season 2,
And
but then they
then I
showed it
got
all.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they better give me some more. I want more. I want more. It's like the Mandalorian. Every Wednesday, I want more.
Oh yes. So what
So
else did you like about this movie? I mean, I like the I love. See, I told you Jon Favreau was in it, and then you didn't even remember until you
I
heard
still
his
don't
voice.
remember. I still don't remember him in here.
He was that little guy. He was the pilot before the first time they trying to steal it from the
Oh, with
train.
all the arms. Yeah,
Yes,
I still didn't know that was him.
because he sounds just like Jon Favreau. I was like, what's Jon Favreau doing? And he's just voicing a character.
Man.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
And then
okay.
I love Dani Newton, but I like her for a long time though, because I think she's really pretty. She's really pretty. Dani
Okay.
Newton. And
And we can't leave out Woody Harrelson.
oh, I said that already. I like Woody Harrelson in anything.
No, you didn't say that in the show. You said this when we were talking about the show before. We were going to say, "Hey, we're gonna shoot." And you're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do."
Oh
Solo.
no, I said this a few minutes ago. I said I
Oh,
love
did you?
Woody Harrelson in everything.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I missed that.
I know.
Well,
Sorry, it's my fault though. I try to talk over you, but it's okay.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'll say
Well,
it again. Don't you like Woody
okay.
Harrelson in everything? Every
Yes.
role that he has done, right? He's a very diverse actor.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
He does it. He brings his game.
Yep, he brings his A game
hard-
every single time.
It's kind of hard to like the guy, even when he's a villain.
Yes, even when he's a villain, he's still
Yeah.
very good at that. See, that's why you like the guy so much. He can do it all. He doesn't have to
Yeah.
play the good guy. He doesn't have to play the well. You know what? Yeah, he doesn't have to play the good guy. He could do every single thing.
Okay, here's another thing. You know, there's those people keep showing up. What's it called? Empty nest or whatever.
Yeah, and it's ENYS, right? And it's
yeah. Anyway,
the pirates.
Did you-
Pirates? Are they pirates?
yeah, they're in a
To them,
basically
they were
way. They are
pirates, yeah.
pirates.
They didn't
Did
know
you
what
did
they were
you
after.
did you realize what they're going to turn out to be? Did you think they were villains too?
I did. I thought they're just going to try and keep stealing them, and
Yeah, I
trying to
did. So
see
they
like
show up.
they have
and then
a
you show up.
cause.
Yeah, they had a cause. So they were basically rebels, but they weren't the rebels.
Yeah, they weren't the rebels. They're just rebels.
They're the rebels
yeah.
against crime syndicates.
Yes. So I didn't like that because I didn't. I was like, because at that scene where she I didn't know it was even a girl. It was kind of like Metroid from Nintendo. You didn't know the main character was a woman.
You didn't know that because they didn't look like a woman at all.
I noticed that a lot of
I don't know who the actress
characters
is.
are females now.
But I didn't know who the actress
Hey,
is. But
is
the
that
actress
the
is
actress from Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
well, it's not. Yes, it is.
It is,
the one,
right?
Yes, the troublemaker.
Yeah, the Trump, like the the leader of the group
Yeah,
that's trying to fight
the
for something.
troublemakers.
So I
Yeah,
guess it feels
well,
like
you say
Disney
that.
is typecasting her as this kind of character.
A rebel.
Yeah, a rebel. Oh, because like she looks so familiar. I asked Heather like, "Is it the same thing?" She was like, "I don't remember." And I know
Well,
it's been a while.
she was also in what was she in? Oh, The Green Knight.
Oh, she was. Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah.
that. You've seen it.
Oh,
Though.
you haven't seen it? Yeah, I've seen that. We got to talk about that one day.
Yes.
That's some trippy stuff.
Yes. Did you like the scene how Well, I love the scene how Han Solo met with Chewie the first time because it actually shows that Han speaks a little of
Yeah, he understood.
Yes,
Kashyyyk.
Yeah, I speak a little. Yeah, Kashyyyk. Yeah, Kashyyyk. They mentioned Chewbacca's home planet in this one, away from Star. I mean, like the first time they mentioned it was in Big Bang Theory, and
or
the
unless,
fanboys.
Yeah, fanboys.
The fanboys.
The first time I ever heard it. But you had to read the books. So.
And then they have more Wookiees in this one, which
they had a few more Wookiees.
Yeah, a few more Wookiees. And then they have some younger ones. Because they were torturing the young, the slaves. They were younger. Because you tell, I didn't know. I wouldn't place them that. I wouldn't think that they were younger until Chewie helped up with flying, right? And then Kira was like, "How did you know how to do that?" Like, you're 190 years old. You look really good. It's like I've been around, so I know how to fly some stuff.
Yeah.
I thought the dynamic was really good when like all Chewie want to do is get out of here, and it's from that point on, right? He has always followed Han.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has nowhere to go.
Yeah, he doesn't know where to go.
He's like, I'll just stick with this guy. Life is good.
It's the same guy who plays Chewbacca in the 789. Like
okay.
Yeah, I think 789. I can't remember. But like,
well, they did show the modern version or the original version, the clean version of the Millennium Falcon.
Oh yes, finally, like the clean version before it all wrecked.
Which is good because it looks like. Well, originally when they were planning it, they were going to make it even heavier, more modified.
Really?
Yeah, they were, instead of adding that little capsule in the center.
Yeah. Oh.
That's all they did. I was like, thank God. And they just painted a different color. I was like, if you added too much, it would just look stupid.
It's like,
yeah, it's just cleaned up. But the problem is they wanted to put big old engines on it and all kinds of crap originally during the design state. But yeah, you got to have the.
Yes, I like that. The owner's workshop manual.
I actually have the one for Han's ship too, but I don't know why. It's kind of weird to have the one for Han's ship if this is the original owner's map. Yeah. His is modified.
Shane is showing the book of the owner
YT
workshop
1300.
Manual.
Yeah, YT 1300 Millennium Falcon. Yep. Yeah, Millennium Falcon owner's workship modified Corellian freighter. Just want you to know because that's where the movie starts off. And I also have.
Oh, is that artwork?
That is.
Wow, that looks really good.
The Art of Solo. Oh yeah, this is all. It got all kinds of ships and stuff that you never got to see on screen. Plus, the neat thing about it is, it also shows the aliens they're fighting. Remember when they're fighting? They're on that planet, the Mud Planet.
Yes.
They're fighting all those aliens. Did you wonder what those aliens look like?
No. What do they look like? No, they never showed the artwork.
Never showed it to you. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I like Han Solo's getup though. He looks like a cowboy.
Oh yeah, because he was kind of a cowboy. Because even Han Solo's a cowboy. Everybody's a cowboy. Everybody's a space guy. But this thing had artwork for all kinds of spaceships and stuff. Minban is, I think, Minban. Minban is the planet they're fighting the Mud People on. I never showed you the Mud People, and I guess maybe in your head, maybe you think the Mud People are. You got your own idea of the Mud People. But here's what the Mud People. I'm gonna call them Mud People. Okay, this is what the Mud People almost look like.
Oh, okay. I can see it. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, check that out. I'd be running from them guys too. So, I mean, that. It's a very interesting book. I mean,
so much knowledge.
Oh, I love all the art books. So, I think if anybody's watching our show could tell that I love all the art books. That's all I seem to pop up with.
Oh, I mean, there's
all kinds of artwork, all kinds of monsters they're supposed to be hung upside down. Plus you got,
Oh wow, that's Envis.
Yeah,
Envisness.
We're gonna stay with that. Then you have the giant tanks that didn't show up. That would have been awesome. Look at that.
Yeah. I thought that train was pretty awesome when they were trying
the train was awesome.
Yeah, when they're trying to steal it the first time, the coaxium.
They got all the ice, and you see plus they had the robots. What are those robots called? We've seen them before.
Which robots?
Oh, the robots that fly. You remember we saw them on Empire Strikes Back.
Oh
They
yeah,
land on
those
the
little
planet, the
drone
probes.
things. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
the
yeah.
drones.
Oh
The
yes,
artwork
Thandiwe
is pretty
Newton.
good. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I like those little four drones that and she shot some of them.
Yep.
Wow. I was
Yeah.
gonna start the show off like, hey, have you ever fallen asleep in the Wookiee's arms?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm probably not going to happen. It's not really my thing. More like an Ewok would probably be what I fall
Oh,
asleep with.
Ewok is
But
like because they're cuter.
yeah, no,
That
because
was
they're just smaller.
they're just
Probably
small. I could just
easier to
push them
probably
away.
easier to find. Yeah, but
I
yeah,
don't think we ever
that's
talked about that. Like, George
you
Lucas
did see
wanted
the
to be all
Mandalorian
Wookiees.
armor though, right? And Beckett's building, Beckett's
No.
yacht. You didn't see the Mandalorian armor he had stuck in the back. He has all these little pods with all these artifacts. He collects all kinds of things. And there's a Mandalorian helmet and with some of the armor and the stuff in the back.
Oh man, I did not see that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I did. I was like, hey, it's got some Mandalorian armor back there.
Oh
And
gosh.
then he has a weird knife where he cuts up people.
Yeah, that
Just,
little. Yeah, what is that blade?
he's
Like the
just,
red
he's
thing?
just a jerk.
Yes. They had when you say the changing of so many things, right? They actually didn't get Paul Bettany to do Dryden Voss before. It was another actor. It's
Oh,
because
really?
when they need to reshoot some stuff, right? I'm assuming it's a lot of reshoots. He couldn't make it, so they had to rehire another actor to play the same role, and that's why Paul
Oh,
Bettany played it. Yeah, it was a
okay.
different actor before
That was
him.
that. Yeah, I think I remember that. I think that's probably what added to this is not going to be a
To the
good movie.
hate,
But
right?
I'm
Yeah.
like, get on there and watch it. Anybody didn't watch it, go watch it. We're going to ruin it for you, but because I mean, the end scene, we didn't see that coming, right? You didn't see the end when
No.
they show back up that double cross.
Yeah, the double cross.
We think Woody Harrelson's Beckett's character is leaving, and
Yes.
you think that Solo's got to face Dryden by himself, and boom. Guess what?
No, because
Don't ever trust anybody,
yeah,
kid. That's what I
if don't
told
trust
you.
anybody, like people are predictable. That was so much foreshadowing in that scene when they play that virtual chess thing. I don't know what kind of game that is called.
Oh yeah, well they had that game. Remember in A New Hope?
Yeah, they had the game No Hope, and like Beckett said that to remember, hey, you gotta anticipate the next move, and then the next move, and then the next move, and that's how you
Yeah.
win. And that's
But in the
exactly
end,
what they did.
you think you got double crossed, and they did. He did listen
Oh,
to
I
him. He did
know.
anticipate everything.
Yes. Because I thought that coaxium was fake too. I didn't think it was real. Because
Yeah,
like he was like, "How did you make it so real?" So he was telling the truth, like, "Because it is the real thing."
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
you can see because he even does it. He's got his face, the look on his face when he wants him to bring it up. He's like, "Really, you want me to actually pick this up out of
I
here
know.
and bring it to
And
you?"
he improv because he didn't know. No, he anticipated that Beckett was going to betray him, not
Yeah.
Kara. Yeah. Oh, see, this movie is so good. How did anybody not like that?
I don't
Because they
know.
didn't see it.
They didn't see. They didn't even give it a chance. They went ahead
No.
with the hype. They went with the
Oh,
bad hype they
see,
decided to make.
budget is 275 to 300 million. It only made 393 because those people that like decided they didn't want to see it, so they
Yeah.
didn't.
And then they wonder why they don't have any more Star Wars.
Yeah, like hey, why was more Star Wars though? Because you messed it up.
Yeah, you messed it up.
Gosh,
Go back in there and play with your plastic lightsaber.
didn't you said something before when we were either watching Star Trek and Star Wars? Is Star Wars fans are destroying their own franchise? You're the one who said something like that,
I
right?
probably did. I see all kinds of stuff though.
Yes, but Star Trek
I'm liable to get something right.
but Star Trek is loyal no matter what. They wouldn't hate on it. I mean, like I didn't hear the same thing from J.J. Abrams except from you and some other people. Some
Oh,
people
there was a
still
lot.
like it.
There was a lot of Star Trek fans. It was angry with J.J. Abrams stuff, and I still don't like it, but I'll go watch it.
Yeah, see,
I mean, it
exactly.
looks good, and they had good actors. I mean, eh, I want to hate on it, but also I watched them
Yeah,
all three
you
of
don't.
them. That's the
Yeah,
sad thing, and I watched the crap out of them too. So
yes.
I guess I can't say anything. I mean, it's a different universe. I mean, I don't really. I mean, I don't know. It's a crazy thing, but I gave it a chance
Yes.
because like even before I didn't like J.J. Abrams' version of Star Trek, I went and see it at least.
Yeah, you saw it
Because
with
I watched
us.
the
Yeah.
trailer. Yeah, when I first saw it and heard J.J. Abrams make a Star Trek, I was like, "Oh, this is going to be the greatest Star Trek ever.
Oh.
Well, it's going to be the greatest." And then I went and watched it, and I was like, I came away from that one going, oh, it's okay. It's not. It's kind
Hey,
of silly compared to the Star Trek universe that I'm normally used
yeah,
to.
you sure, yeah.
It was in Into Darkness is where halfway through the movie I got mad and it's like because basically what it's and the only reason like I said it's lazy
I
writing. I'm
like.
like I've already saw this movie.
I know you keep
It's
saying that.
it's
We
called
haven't
Star
even
Trek
done that
2. Yeah,
movie.
it's called Star Trek 2 Wrath of Khan. I gave it a chance. I went in there and I was loving that movie until I got to that part and I was like the rest of the movie I could have told you what's going to happen.
So let's go back to Solo first before
All
we,
right, let's go to
because
Solo.
we haven't done. I would like to do the Star Trek, those J.J. Abrams Star Trek, but in a good given time, probably next year.
All
This
right, well,
time.
I'll still hate them when we get to them. I mean, I
And
didn't hate them though. I
I'll
guess I
ask
should
those
say that.
questions then. So you
All
didn't
right,
apply. Well, you can't apply the same thing because this is something that we never seen before. So
yeah.
I think it's because
Well, the
they're.
problem is like I said, I gave the start. I stayed this J.J. Abrams Star Trek. I went and saw it before I decided, like everybody
Oh,
else. But see,
yes, right. So on
people didn't
Solo,
even
they
go.
didn't go see
But
this one.
then
Yeah.
nobody went to see. Yeah, so there was only a solo amount of us who went and saw it.
Yes,
I
only a
have to say,
Solo amount.
I saw this solo.
Nice. Hey, you know what? Like you and I didn't see this at the theater either. I went to see
Yeah,
Road One right on opening day because it's really funny. I already know that Road One was going to be good, and then it turned out to be great.
yeah.
And I didn't
I
even
saw.
like think of anything about this one. This
Yeah,
one is
I
still
mean,
great.
I managed to see Rogue One at the theater.
I
I was
mean, like
lucky enough to see that.
you know what? I think this.
But I was in. But the problem is, I was already interested because I love Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon. So
Yeah, I like.
I mean,
Who doesn't
it
like
was going to be
Solo?
hard. It was going to be hard to not
Not
for
like
me
this
not
because
to see
right.
it. Well, it's going to be hard for me not to see it.
So you have a
And I should
biased
and I
opinion.
should have been more judgmental. And I want to be more judgmental, but I'm fine with everything. I mean, would I picked another actor to play Han Solo? Maybe, but if somebody goes, "Well, who is your pick?" I'd be like, "I don't know. I'll just
Yeah,
go with who they pick."
yeah. Whoever they
I'm
pick
good with
because
it.
I'm not in that
I
department.
think the writing could have been better, and the act. I mean, I guess I think the problems they had. They start with another director and get another director. I do think it caused some problems, but I don't think it ruined the movie or sunk the movie.
I mean,
I
I
just
didn't
think
think anything
I
was wrong
think
with Ron
I don't.
Howard.
Yeah, I don't think anything was wrong with Howard. I think
Who was
he
even
probably
the
didn't
first
have
director?
these two guys. I don't remember who they were. It doesn't really matter who they were because they didn't direct the
Oh,
movie.
Phil Lloyd and Christopher Miller. I don't even know who these
Yeah,
guys are.
exactly. All right, let's move on because they got sacked. It went on. But anyways, I just think the Han Solo character could have been worked on a little bit more. Maybe.
Was the movie a little too long for you?
Well, it depends on how many times I watch it. Like
Oh,
Rogue One, I can watch Rogue One, watch Rogue One, watch Rogue
that's
One.
strange. Yeah, I could keep watching
Solo,
Road One,
Solo. After a few times, it's starting to get a little long.
and it's really crazy. Like on Solo, right?
The problem is
I won't
like I'm gonna
watch
say,
it back to back. But Road
I
One,
wouldn't.
I would watch it back to back, no problem.
But here, let me put it this way: the only problem I can say with Solo, and it's just I liked all the characters more than I liked Han Solo's character.
You like all the other characters more than Han Solo.
Yeah, there's something missing with Han Solo. He wasn't, and it's probably because he's younger, and there's another actor playing him. He's not as smooth or as he's too irrational. Yeah, he was too much. Harrison Ford is smoother than he
Oh,
should be as he
so
gets older.
I want to say something about that
Okay, so
because it's age. Because like
no, I'm sure it is age.
because
But,
like I'm thinking like 20-year-old me, right, is very different from 40-year-old me now.
yeah, well, the problem no, you can't do that because Solo, when we first saw Han Solo
Mm-hmm.
in A New Hope, he was pretty young. He was in his 30s. So.
How young is Han Solo in A New
In
Hope?
this, he's not that.
No, not
He's in
this.
his 20s. He's in his in A
How,
New Hope. He's probably he's pretty young. Yeah,
young
he's
like
either
what's
early,
young
like
to you?
he's either in his 30s or his
Okay,
late
so
20s.
30s. Yeah, I wouldn't say late 20s, right? So
No,
Han,
he wasn't that old.
I see. I have no
Because I mean
idea.
by Empire Strikes Back he was in his 30s.
Because if you think about it, we're thinking of
I think he was.
we're thinking human terms, right? But like, no one ever said Han is human, right?
I don't know if we said that, but he's supposed to be.
Is he?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
I think he is. They're all human.
Like humans from Earth, so a lot of
Like
characters-
us. No, they're
Oh,
not
like,
human.
okay.
Earth don't exist. Remember, because they're in a galaxy far, far away, so they can't be humans.
See,
but
that's
they're
why I
like
was
us.
like, maybe
But we don't know.
differently.
But we don't know they traveled all the way here.
Kind of like
to
we
Earth.
talk about Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan is like
Yeah, but she's
so many
Mandalorian,
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's Mandalorian. So
We said
how do I know
we had that discussion, but that's kind of weird that she's her that age and she's like so much older. But the problem is all the other characters in the Mandalorian, they're about her age too, but they weren't around. They're the kids of all the people that she fought with in the Clone Wars.
Yeah. See,
So it doesn't make any sense. But they haven't did that.
I'm
Maybe
still gonna
because
go
she's
with my
royalty or
theory of
so.
the age thing. It's just experience, and
Well, that's what I say. But I mean, I'm just saying the character was a little
Well,
more.
I was gonna say because what you said about the difference between Han, right? I would still go with the age thing. I think people just wanted to be the same as
Yeah,
Harrison
but you got to
Ford.
remember it wasn't that far from when we see A New Hope. So,
No, it's 10 years. I mean,
oh,
just
10
from what I read,
years.
yeah, it's
Well, then
10 years
then they're
before.
gonna have to change the ages then because, like I said,
Well, how old do you
I
think
mean,
he was in this movie? Do you think he was 20s? Oh, I thought he was in his teens.
oh, you thought he was in his teens? I thought he was in his
In the
20s.
in the beginning was
Yeah, in the
teens,
very
right?
beginning, he
Because they
was
show
kind of
is it 3 or 5 years later when he joined?
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
the Imperial deal, and he was probably in his 20s. But the problem is, like I said, Harrison Ford was 30 in his early 30s
When they
when
shot
they did
Star
Empire
Wars.
Strikes Back. Empire Strikes
Oh,
Back.
Empire Strikes Back. Okay.
And that was a few years later after New
So he
Hope.
would be
So
like he would be 30 in the New Hope.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought he
well,
was
I'm
already
guessing.
30. Yeah, I was guessing too. I have no
But
idea.
I thought he was younger than 30 in A New Hope.
Oh, you thought? Oh, I thought it was like
Yeah,
I
for
thought he
sure.
was 32 in the New Hope.
But anyways, we're gonna let it go.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I'm just saying, I liked every other character better than I like
You
Han
know what?
Solo.
I did like Beckett better than Han Solo in the beginning.
Yeah, until you get there's a triple draw. Yeah, plus if ever he shoots him, quick draw.
Yes, the quick draw thing. Yep.
He didn't kill Guido this time. He killed Beckett.
Yeah.
Of course, Beckett's like, hey,
Because
I
he would
would
have
done
killed
that.
him. Yeah. Because he
Yeah, he
didn't
was
have
gonna
done
kill
that. He
him.
was going to kill him.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, he put him down.
The other thing, like, I wonder maybe people didn't like this because they didn't have Jedi's, but then they didn't have Jedi's in well, they have Darth Vader in Rogue One.
Yeah, but they still didn't really have Jedi's.
They also have, I'm talking about Sith, right? It was Ray Parker shooting as Darth Maul, but it wasn't his voice. Did you know
Really?
that? They
No, I
they
didn't
did
know.
originally with his voice, but they decided they didn't like it as much as them from the voice actor from the Clone Wars. Because they
Okay.
want that to tie in because he's supposed to sound like this.
Yeah.
And in episode 1, Ray Park didn't even talk that much anyway.
Yeah. Well, and that makes sense. And that was a long, long time ago.
That's a long, long time ago.
That's
too.
even farther along ago.
Yes.
So
So I thought that worked really well. And I
Yeah.
just want to know, like, well, he's probably stealing stuff because I guess he's trying to overthrow Palpatine too. Like, I'm guessing that's what Darth Maul wanted.
Oh, I think he
Clone
gave up
Wars.
though. Yeah, I think he gave up though by this time because he's
So they
like,
were
yeah,
just
I'm just gonna be a
stealing.
big guy. Because I don't know what happens to Darth Maul either. I don't know Darth Maul's story.
Oh, you gotta continue watching the Clone Wars.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. I don't remember it well enough to tell you.
Okay, good. Well, I like I said, but the problem is this isn't during the Clone Wars, so
No, this is after.
this is after Clone Wars.
Yes,
so something
way
must have
after.
happened.
Something
So
must
if he was
happen way
supposed,
longer.
so he must have lived long enough to do something else.
Right. So
Must have
right
got
now,
away.
through the Mandalorian timeline, he could still be alive.
Yeah. Well, he's probably dead during the Mandalorian timeline.
You think so?
Well, this is 10 years. This is 10 years before A New Hope.
He's
And
as
A New
old
Hope
as
is,
Count. Maybe he's the same age as Count Dooku would have
yeah,
been.
well, they don't matter. But you got to think the Mandalorian's way after A New Hope.
Yeah, it's way after. It's after episode 6.
And we still got 10 years till we get to A New Hope from this story. So he could have been killed in those 10 years.
Yeah, he could have, but we never know because
Well,
what?
because
don't
we
have
didn't get a sequel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, we said
Come
that
on,
at the same
Disney.
time.
Come on, Disney, get on it.
Yeah, if someone from Disney is listening, like Bob Eisner or something.
Well, we're talking more like Jon Favreau or somebody else, somebody more important.
Oh, I don't know because they only get you through certain things.
I know
like,
they only get to do certain things, but if they got it written,
who
most
was the
likely
other
they'll
lady?
get it done.
Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
hey,
the lady.
anybody who wants to do it because we're waiting.
Yes.
I mean,
There's still a fan base, but all they worry about is making money. That's why they didn't do anything.
Yeah. And the only way they think they're gonna make money is making the fans happy.
Shoot.
But I'm like, come on, if you make the fans happy everywhere, you're gonna get crappy stuff.
Yes. God,
I
like
mean,
WB.
J.J. Abrams.
Stop talking about J.J. Abrams.
The other Star Wars. I'm talking about the other Star Wars. The other 3 Star Wars.
I liked it. I liked it just fine.
Okay, it's fine.
It's kind of like you liked it just fine, and I like this movie just fine.
I didn't like the second one just fine. I like this.
Oh, I'm saying I like Solo just fine too.
Oh, I like Solo just fine. It's fine. Who's your favorite character out of this movie then?
Oh.
Or is it constantly changing?
it's constantly changing depending on scene because like you said you like the other characters overshadowing Han Solo, but some of the scenes I like Han better than,
Oh yeah, he had some good
especially
jokes.
towards the end.
But I just kind of come out. Yeah, I guess I can't say it. I liked everybody better than him because in the end, it's like, oh,
It
okay, you're
really
stuck with it.
depends on scene.
But I liked a lot of the other characters. I even like Kira. I like Kira.
Oh, you did?
I almost like Kira a lot.
Was it
But
Emilia Clarke?
but I
Yeah.
wonder, and I don't know if it's just because they didn't finish her story or what. Well, you kind of wonder.
You kind of
Well,
wonder
story-
what happened to her.
Because
Yeah.
it's Solo's love interest,
Yes.
and all of a sudden he just goes on and Princess Leia, and nobody ever mentions this Kira girl ever
No,
again.
she's just gone.
I'm like, what happened? Come on, we want to
Hey,
know.
there could
I
be a
wanna know.
TV series too, but you don't know.
Could be. I would like to see it.
Yeah, I would like to see that too. I would like to see because if she has her own series, right? It's within that series
That's
with
what
a
I want to know.
flashback.
Does she still live during Princess Leia's time?
We just assume that she is, right? Until
I think she's
Darth
dead.
Maul kills. Yeah,
Yeah,
they kill
I'm
her.
gonna say I'm saying something happened and she got killed, and that's why Han Solo never talks about her again.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yep. But like
yeah,
they don't talk about her, right? But I guess they focus more on him and Lando's relationship.
yeah.
The card game, which is really
and I thought
great.
Lando was good in this one.
Oh, I did too. Well, because I like what's his name, Danny Glover. Is that
Yeah,
his
he's
name?
pretty.
Yeah, he's
Donald
Glover. I'm sorry, Danny. God, that's somebody else.
Danny Glover is somebody else.
It's the yes.
I was gonna let you go with that, then I thought, yeah, I better say so.
Yes, yeah,
Hey,
Donald Glover.
if we don't call somebody else by somebody else's name, we're not doing something
Hey,
right.
just like what is it, James Brolin instead of Josh Brolin? That's what
Yeah.
we messed up.
Yeah, we do this. We're going to just get used to it. This is us.
It's just our age, Like I can't.
Well,
remember
it's not really
everybody.
our age. We're such fanboys. We only know you by your character's name. We don't
Yeah,
even
that's
give
why
a
I call
crap.
him Jarvis, right? Instead of
Yeah.
Paul Bethany.
Because if we say Jarvis,
I'll be
everybody
like,
knows who Jarvis is.
I don't
you
even
say
call him Vision. I just say Jarvis.
Yeah,
It's simple.
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
Yeah, it's just easy.
Just
Everybody's like,
same
because
thing I named
there's
my
a
dog.
whole bunch. Because I guarantee you, there's a whole bunch of people go, "Who's Paul Bettany?"
Oh man.
I mean, we didn't once name. We
Vision.
don't hardly ever name. We don't ever use real actors' names here. I mean,
No,
come on.
it's-
We had a movie where you call it Wolverine versus
Wolverine versus Batman. The
Wolverine
Prestige.
versus Batman.
But then we don't do it to everybody though. Like Donald Glover, we don't refer him to as Lando. We don't refer
But
him to
not
as,
yet. We couldn't because most people won't know who we're talking about. They didn't see Solo.
Yeah, but when you refer to Lando, right? You immediately think Billy D. Williams. Not
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Not Donald Glover.
Yeah. But we can't because he hasn't played a big enough character that we can call him by that name.
You know what's really funny though? Like I'm willing to bet Donald Glover's time as Lando might be equal to Billy D. Williams as Lando. Like with all the movies combined, like even in I think Lando also was in episode 8 or 9.
Oh,
I think it was in episode 8. Even with that airtime, Donald Glover might have been the same airtime.
I don't know. I wonder. That's interesting.
That's interesting because he's in this a lot. As soon as they show Lando,
yeah,
he's
but
in
still,
a lot of scenes.
I still don't think he beats Billy D. Williams' time. It's all the Star Wars connected.
Well, let's just say
close. I would say it's close.
Yeah, that's funny though if it's close.
That's it's close. But I mean, he's not a major. I mean, he's lucky that got in other shows though, because he's Cloud City went on.
Yes.
Kind of betrayed him.
If I see Billy D. Williams, right, I would say like, oh my god, it's Lando.
Yeah, that's Lando right there.
Because they did that in that episode Modern Family, right? They had Billy D. Williams on, and one of the guys like they're going to a poker game, and Billy D. Williams at the poker table, right? And the guy's like, "Oh my god, it's Lando." I would have done the exact same thing. I would still do it today, even though Billy D. Williams is a lot older, But he still talks in that mannerism.
But like I said, but we'll go back what we're saying. Danny Glover hasn't played a major character yet.
Donald
who was in
Glover.
Spider-Man? Donald Glover. We're gonna call him Danny now. Danny Glover's like, man, I'm too old for this.
not Donald Glover. I don't think he's that old. Yeah, he was in Spider-Man. He was the uncle. Uncle Aaron.
Uncle, but he did play. He was Uncle Aaron. We're not gonna go, hey, that's Uncle Aaron. Nobody's gonna know.
Yeah, no one's gonna know who we're talking about. Yeah, it's not popular enough. It's not like, oh, that's Spider-Man. We haven't. I haven't done that to Tom Holland either. Like, oh, Spider-Man. I still call him Tom Holland. It's really strange. I do.
I'm gonna call him Spider-Man,
but when we say
I can't
Batman and
remember his name.
Wolverine, right? When you say Wolverine, you immediately think Hugh Jackman.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You say same thing with Iron Man. You say Iron Man, you don't know who you're talking about.
yeah, it's Iron Man. Yeah, it's
And when we say
RDJ.
Batman, it's okay if you say which one.
Yeah, it's okay because there's so many.
Yeah, there's so many now.
Oh, it's Batman. I think it's, when you say, "Oh my God, it's Batman," like I could be looking at Ben Affleck, I could look at Michael Keaton,
Yeah,
I
well,
could
it
look at
depends.
Christian Bale.
Well, unless you say it just like you did, it's Batman. Then
It's
we know
Batman.
you're talking about
Yeah,
Christian Bale.
but no one, no one's gonna say that. Oh, I'm talking about George Clooney.
Well, we do. Yeah, nobody's gonna say that. Plus, we do call Woody Harrelson by name.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson by name.
He's just Woody Harrelson.
It's Woody. But when you say it's Woody, right? It's Woody Harrelson. You're not talking about Toy Story.
Yeah, yeah, you know who you're talking about.
What is your favorite Woody Harrelson role?
Man,
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because we've seen him in so many things.
I don't know because he's been in so many things. I mean,
It is so tough. I think my favorite, if it's not in the top 3, right, is go be in Zombieland, because he was such a huge nerd for Bill Murray.
he was good. But you know what? I think the movie that I get the biggest kick out of watching him play and act in is Cowboy Way.
Oh, dude, that's an old movie.
That's an old movie. Remember,
It's early 90s, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was one of the movies where you watch it, you're like, it will make you just laugh.
I was living in New York, and I still remember the trailer. They were riding a horse in New York.
Yeah, that's probably got some of the best lines and jokes.
The Cowboy Way. Oh, it's been a long 1994. Who was the other actor in this movie? I can't remember.
Oh, it's what's his name?
Keith Sutherland.
24. Yeah, 24.
Oh man, dude, The Cowboy Way.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh man, it's a comedy, right? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, it's a comedy. Yeah, it's a comedy. I mean, it's because he's like, I mean, he gets to just go off the wall.
Yeah,
he gets to be him. For all we know, he gets to be himself.
Yeah, but for all we know, he's playing himself. The Cowboy Way is a great one. I gotta give that to you.
Yeah, because I can't think. I mean, he's done so many other things, but that one I think I mean that's one of the ones I always remember the character he played in that.
I mean, like I like White Man Can't Jump. I like Indecent Proposal.
Because remember he started on Cheers.
Yes. Oh, dude, I love his character in Cheer Woody because he played the dum dum.
Yeah, he's just off the turnip truck.
I love that. I love that when they introduced Woody's character into Frasier. I love that episode.
Well, it's funny because he is so different from that character.
Oh, because
remember that guy was just lost and nothing, and then all of a sudden he comes out. He's been so many other
There's
things. 2
things I remember from Woody Harrelson from Cheers and Frasier, right? The first one is like, Woody's cleaning up the bar. He's like climbing up something, cleaning all the glasses, right? And he's like, "Whoa, my driver's license! I can drive again." And the other one was when he was featured on Frasier. Like, he calls into Frasier like, "Hey, oh my God, it's my good friend Woody from my, whatever days, back at that city." And he's like, "Hey, what's going on,
Chicago.
Woody?" He's like, "Hey, Chicago." He's like, "Hey, what's going on? Hey, I've been driving for the last hour, right? And I don't know how to get out the airport." It's just, I love Woody Harrelson.
The sad thing is a lot of people have that problem though.
I love Woody Harrelson. It just sucks that, like, here's a new movie that came out. I think it's about basketball, but it's because of him, right? I want to watch it. It just his reaction. He's just acting is superb.
Well,
who doesn't like Woody Harrelson?
Well, that's the thing, though. There's a lot of movies you'll watch, and all of a sudden he'll just appear in the movie. I'm like,
it just makes it so much greater.
It's like, oh yeah, it makes it like, oh, so this is greater. Like, I didn't know he was in this.
It's like
No Country for Old Men.
Oh, that was good too.
But I didn't know he was in there.
I didn't know he was in there too. When he just
pops
up
there,
in
and
the
all of a
office,
sudden he just pops up like, oh my God.
In the office building, right? He just pops up like, "Did you know he was in this?" And I think we made a joke like, "Well, it's a movie based in Texas. He should have been in it."
Should have been in it.
It's kind of like, well, is Matthew McConaughey going to pop up anytime soon?
Yeah.
Those are the most 2 famous Texans I ever know. And you know what? I love both of those guys. Right? It's Matthew and Woody.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen True Crime, I highly recommend it.
I have not.
It's HBO. I think it's only 5 or 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's probably something I'm missing. I can't believe I didn't watch that.
Oh, it's a good series.
Well, he's Woody Harrelson
True
also
Detective. Yeah, that's what I meant, not True Crimes.
Was it? He did one with Kevin Costner where he's like a cop chasing after Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh,
That
wait,
dude
was it
was
Kevin Costner?
yeah, it's Kevin Costner.
I can't remember. Another good Woody Harrelson movie is the one with Oliver Stone.
Oh, okay. Natural Born
Yeah,
Killers.
Natural Born Killers. That movie is
Well,
trippy.
That has
That
Tommy
have
Lee
Iron
Jones
Man in it.
too.
Yep, and Iron Man.
Yeah, and Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah, and Iron Man.
And Iron Man.
Oh, when I say Captain America, it's not. Is it Chris Evans that would come up to mind? Yeah, it is.
For right now,
Yeah,
because
for right now.
I mean, Mackie hasn't been Captain America long enough.
Not long enough, yeah, because he.
Well, he's really not even Captain America yet.
Yeah, not.
We see him. I'm
Yeah.
Captain America at the end of his show, but
Yeah.
now the movie will be I'm Captain America.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna name this episode, even though it's called Solo, a Star Wars story. It's like, who doesn't like Woody Harrelson, or who doesn't love Woody Harrelson? That's the title of this episode. I gotta remember that. I gotta write this down because, yeah, you're right. Who doesn't?
Or you could write this. Woody Harrelson is Han Solo's Yoda.
Oh, that's good too. Woody Harrelson.
Hey, he is.
Han Solo's Yoda. It's in a.
The only difference is at the end of a Skywalker's movie, he doesn't kill Yoda.
He doesn't kill Yoda. Yes.
But he does die. So for all we know, he did kill him. He poisoned him or something.
Did I spell Harrelson wrong? It's H-A.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
I probably did.
You better get that. You better get that right.
Is it a Harrelson or Harrison? Right?
It's Harold.
It's Harrelson. I spelled it right.
It's not Harrison.
Yeah, it's not Harrison. I spelled it right. It's just because they don't know. I'm going to add this to the dictionary. That's a very important name in my history of film cinema.
Yeah, in cinema of the world.
If you don't like Woody Harrelson, there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you.
You. Yeah.
I mean, like, he's aging. He's like 60 something, right?
Who
Woody
cares?
Harrelson. Well, because
We're not
like
gonna-
I want
we're not
him
gonna-
to keep. I want to keep seeing him. That's
Okay,
why.
well, I'm sure you will. I
Yeah.
mean, he'll probably be
61.
working.
I mean, like, he
He'll
still
probably-
looks good for 61.
He probably won't stop acting. I mean, he's going to be in Zombieland 20. It's going to be Zombieland 20. Never got 8.
Tallahassee. Is he Tallahassee? I just like that. I like that when you explain he write the number 3 on everything. I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah, because he's a NASCAR.
He's a NASCAR
fan.
fan because I didn't know that. Like, what is he doing? Oh, one of the movies I like that you didn't see is when he plays Carnage.
Oh yeah.
I just have a problem. Well, you know what?
I don't know if I'll ever see that.
I just had a problem because Carnage is supposed to be younger, but I know Woody Harrelson's age, but it worked anyway.
Yeah.
There's just the way he's just such a good actor.
You know, the sad thing is that all of a sudden I think I got to see that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to see that.
Oh, and Now You See Me. Yeah, he's in so much great movies. You know,
I mean, he's in everything.
The War,
He
The
just
Planet
pops
of
up.
the Apes.
Yes. He's the general.
Yes. He
Colonel,
shaved his
whatever.
head with the knife. Looks so creepy. In the trailer. Yeah, cheers, Woody, man.
Yeah, come a long way. He made it to
He
Star
came a
Wars.
long way.
He made it all the way to Star Wars. Who would if somebody would say, "Hey, you're gonna be in Star Wars"? He's like, really?
He'd be like,
No.
yeah, really? When he is in
Yeah.
Cheers, you would never guess.
No.
Yeah, when he was.
Because he would have been like, "No, I'm not gonna be in Star Wars." But hey, my co-star Christy Alley over here was in Star
in
Trek.
Trek. Yeah, because like when he was in Cheers, like he was only like 20 years old or 20, like young 20s, you know.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
And now he's in Star Wars.
So,
who would ever
so it's
know?
funny. Our show went from being about Han Solo to being about Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, well, Woody Harrelson. Yep. Like I said, you don't like Woody Harrelson, something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even know how. I thought one of the most interesting facts is that his dad is a contract killer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's
That is like, that is one of the
crazy.
coolest things I'll ever hear in my life.
Yeah. Well, he probably,
'Cause, you know, like-
he don't think it's that cool.
Well, but like when you read like some of the other like his dad was a carpenter. Oh, their
Oh yeah.
father saw
Well,
in
you
the
see, yeah.
Hollywood,
Well, that's
you
the
know?
thing. Most actors, when you read about the actors, so was either a historian, or an artist, or
A
you know,
teacher, yeah,
or a
like,
drama
you know,
teacher or something.
or
No, my dad wasn't a drama
was a
teacher at all.
hitman.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Let this
whoa.
guy go. Okay, you got the part. So what your
Calm
dad do
down.
now? Calm down.
Yeah, it's gotta be one of the coolest backstories ever.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's most definitely interesting compared to everything else.
Yes. Oh yeah, we can't like I don't even know the actor that well that plays Solo.
I don't know. Actually, to be honest, I don't know anything about the guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I can't even
I don't
remember
know.
his
But hey,
name.
watch this. If we're doing this 20 years from now, which would be weird, but if we're doing this 20 years, watch this guy become a big giant actor, and we go, oh yeah, I remember when he was on Solo. Nobody went and watched
Yeah,
it.
I know when I watched that. It will only be funny like.
Now he's Captain America.
Or he's gonna be like the Ben Affleck thing. He was a better director than actor. It could be one of those too.
Oh yeah, he directs movies now.
Yeah,
everybody does that.
Wow.
Well, it's like Jon Favreau.
Yep, just like Jon Favreau.
Yep. I want to think about.
Well, he's a good writer too.
He is a good writer, but think about it, man. He was an actor. He was he played little roles and stuff, but then he directed Iron Man. Boom.
And boom.
He helped grow the MCU pretty much.
Before that, he directed Elf, and that was a great Christmas film. Elf, yeah.
But the thing is, that's the thing. Most people think, oh, that actor guy. But I'm like, come on, not only does he voice a character in this movie, but he's actually kind of like the showrunner. He's the guy. He is the guy that's brought Star Wars back.
Yes, Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau.
I know, but I don't. Dave Filoni just flew a X-wing fighter in Mandalorian. I mean, okay.
Wait, is that Dave Filoni? No, it's not. I seen him.
Yeah, Dave Filoni was one of the X-wing fighters and flyers in the X-wing. Flew the X-wing in the first Mandalorian series.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the older cop, Asian looking guy. Okay.
No, that dude's a fan guy too. That guy's awesome.
Yeah, that guy's fun. Yeah.
Oh, I watched a whole video on YouTube about him talking about his proton pack.
Oh, I think he told me about that.
That guy's got a proton pack. That guy is like a super fan, dude.
Yes. Cool. All right, you know what? I think it's about time for us to wrap it up.
Yeah, we might as well.
Yeah, might as well because we showed our love.
We try to show our love for the Solo movie, and a lot of people should go see it. I mean, if you're watching our show and you did see it already, you should go watch it again, and then because that way you'll want a sequel just as bad as this, and maybe we'll get.
And comment and tell us, what we messed up on, just like
Disney
messed up on this one.
Oh, actually, you don't even have to comment or go comment Disney and say, hey, we want to know Solo.
We need the Solo legacy to continue.
Yes, we need to see something. I mean, if it's not about Han Solo, at least let us know what happened to Kira.
You and I need to work on picking up another Woody Harrelson movie to do on this show.
Yeah. We
have to.
And there's always Planet of the Apes.
And with that, we're out of here. Thank you for tuning in for this episode of Tensai Reviews. If you like what you heard, give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.